standing at the altar of my own messy past, knowing that the reckoning has arrived at very last. I've got a bottle of the vintage made from regret and lime, trying to wash away the stains of a very heavy crime. I'm pouring out a glass for the girl I used to be, hoping that the liquid will finally set me free.
I've walked through the fire and I've crawled through the mud, with the taste of a bitter ancient iron in my blood. But I found a vineyard on the outskirts of the town, where they turn the heavy crosses into a royal crown.
I'm drinking to the future and I'm drinking to the light, shedding all the darkness of a very long night, sipping on the essence of a second final chance, learning how to perform a brand new kind of dance. The flavor is complex, both sweet and very tart, healing all the fractures in a fragmented heart. Redemption wine, fermented in the barrels of the soul, making the shattered pieces finally feel like a whole. It's a spiritual, intoxicating, a holy kind of buzz, forgetting every single thing that we ever truly was. Perfectly aligned.
The shadows of the gallows are fading from the ground as we listen to a beautiful and a very quiet sound. The harvest was difficult, the winter was severe, but the clarity of the morning is finally almost here. I'm raising up my goblet to the heavens and the sun, celebrating the battles that were eventually won. I'm wearing a white dress and I'm standing in the rain, feeling the evaporation of a generation of pain.
The wine is a medicine, the wine is a deep prayer, lifting all the burdens that were impossible to bear. I'm breathing in the ozone and I'm breathing in the grace, ready to look the entire universe right in the face, sipping on the essence of a second final chance, learning how to perform a brand new kind of dance. The flavor is complex, both sweet and very tart, healing all the fractures in a fragmented heart. Redemption wine, fermented in the barrels of the soul, making the shattered pieces finally feel like a whole. It's a spiritual, intoxicating, a holy kind of buzz, forgetting every single thing that we ever truly was. Redemption wine, flowing from a sacred ancient vine, watching the stars and the destiny perfectly aligned. Drink it deeply, let the spirit finally rise, wipe the clouds of the history from your liberated eyes. There is no more judgment, there is no more heavy debt, only the beautiful things that haven't even happened yet. Drink the freedom, feel the light. Drink the wine, feel so fine, feel so fine. Grace is here, grace is here. No more fear, no wearing a necklace made of iron and a deep regret, trying to pay a spiritual and a very heavy debt. You locked the padlock and you threw away the silver key, leaving me a prisoner of my own dark history. Every time I move, I hear the clinking of the steel, forgetting how a genuine and a free life is supposed to feel.
The system is a dungeon and the mind is a dark cell, caught within the borders of a very personal hell. We are bound by the promises that were made in the dark, leaving a permanent and a very jagged, heavy mark. The spirit is a bird that has forgotten how to fly underneath the shadows of a very stormy, heavy sky. Rattling the bars of the psychological cold cage, trying to find an exit from this very tragic final stage. The weight is increasing, the weight is a heavy stone, wandering the territory where the spirit is alone. Soul shackles binding the rhythm and the heart, tearing every optimistic and a beautiful dream apart. It's a captive depression, the rhythmic kind of prison blues, with a free reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, soul shackles clanging in the middle of the night, waiting for a miracle to bring back the holy light. Hey, the lion is in chains, but the lion is still a king, waiting for the chaotic bells of the revolution to ring. We don't need the silver and we don't need the hollow gold to break the heavy shackles of the stories we've been told. I'm sharpening my spirit on the metal of the bars, preparing for a journey to the territory of the stars.
I'm singing a jazz anthem to a wall of cold gray brick, while I'm performing a final and a disappearing trick. My voice is a file that is cutting through the iron wire, fueled by the energy of a spiritual and a high fire. I find my own freedom in the middle of the strain, before I succumb to the heaviness of the silver chain. Rattling the bars of the psychological cold cage, trying to find an exit from this very tragic final stage. The weight is increasing, the weight is a heavy stone, wandering the territory where the spirit is alone.
Soul shackles
Binding the rhythm and the heart, tearing every optimistic and a beautiful dream apart. It's a captive depression, a rhythmic kind of prison blues, with a free reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, soul shackles clanging in the middle of the night, waiting for a miracle to bring back the holy light. Snap the links, let the heavy metal finally fall, eradicate the limitations and the perimeter wall. The soul cannot be captured by the iron or the chain. It's a liquid vibration that is stronger than the pain. Break free, claim the light. Crack the link, don't you blink. Spirit rise, open eyes.
soul shackles
Binding the rhythm and the heart, tearing every optimistic and a beautiful dream apart. It's a captive depression, a rhythmic kind of prison blues, with a free reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, soul shackles clanging in the middle of the night, waiting for a miracle to bring back the holy light. The chains are on the floor, walking through the door.
soul shackles
Never again erotic nightmare of our argument behind. The morning rays are merciless, exposing every awful flaw. A cruel ultraviolet light that feels incredibly raw. I squint my puffy eyes against the scorching yellow flare, feeling the immense humidity tangling my uncombed hair.
Staring at the parched horizon where the crops refuse to yield, standing like a scarecrow in the middle of a barren field. The soil is baked solid, cracking under the intense degrees, begging the sweltering atmosphere for a momentary breeze. My canteen dried up hours ago, my lips are severely chapped. Inside this terrifying thermal oven, I am completely trapped. The temperature is elevating, melting our endurance away. Nowhere to find a shelter in the middle of the blazing day. We endure the blinding radiance, sweating from every pore, wondering how much longer we can take this solar war. Bitter sun baking the earth with the ruthless might, an agonizing spotlight replacing the gentle night, searing the fragile epidermis, leaving an angry burn, watching the vibrant green landscapes inevitably turn. Oh, bitter sun, a tyrant hanging in the pale blue sky, demanding that every single tear must instantly dry. Mirages dance upon the asphalt to deceptive watery trick, making my exhausted, hallucinating mind incredibly sick. The thermometer shatters from the absolute extreme heat, dragging my severely blistered, overloaded, weary feet. I seek the shadow of a cactus, a prickly, desperate shape, hoping this relentless, fiery punishment will finally fade. I draw the heavy velvet curtains, hiding from the awful glare, sitting by the oscillating fan, gasping for some cooler air. The ice cubes melt instantly inside my lukewarm lemonade, reflecting on the monumental compromises we have made. I romance with it quickly like a daisy in the severe drought, leaving nothing but a massive, unavoidable amount of doubt. The temperature is elevating, melting our endurance away. Nowhere to find a shelter in the middle of the blazing day. We endure the blinding radiance, sweating from every pore, wondering how much longer we can take this solar war. Bitter sun baking the earth with a ruthless might, an agonizing spotlight replacing the gentle night, searing the fragile epidermis, leaving an angry burn, watching the vibrant green landscapes inevitably turn. Oh, bitter sun, a tyrant hanging in the pale blue sky, demanding that every single tear must instantly dry. Praying for a dark eclipse to swallow the glowing sphere, waiting for the soothing twilight to miraculously appear, block the radiation, shield the vulnerable tender skin, let the cooling evening salvation finally begin. Bring down the dusk, extinguish the flame. So thirsty, throat is dry, throat is dry, blazing north in the sky. Throat is dry,
place in the gentle night, searing the fragile epidermis, leaving an angry burn. Watching the vibrant green landscapes inevitably turn. Oh, bitter sun, a tyrant hanging in the pale blue sky, demanding that every single tear must instantly dry. The sun goes down, finally some shade. Bitter sun, sinking in the west. Sun goes down. Ripped stockings and a leather jacket stained with old dirt. Sitting in a diner trying to camouflage my hurt. I threw a brick through the window of the magistrate. Now I am hiding from the enforcement of the state. My knuckles are bruised from punching the precinct wall, wondering if this mutiny is truly worth it all. Marching forward with the banner held incredibly high, tear gas canisters explode and streak across the sky. We occupy the plaza, demanding our fundamental rights, enduring the freezing temperatures of these protest nights. But looking at the casualties scattered on the ground brings a heavy melancholy that is terribly profound. Defiance carries a remarkably exhausting toll, chipping away at the edges of the activist soul. We raise our clenched fists to challenge the mighty throne, but internally we weep, feeling desperately alone. Rebel sorrow, the tragic cost of the fight, weeping for the martyrs who vanished into the night. A revolutionary anthem sung with a cracking voice, bearing the burden of our confrontational choice. The barricades are burning, the revolution is awake, but oh, the agonizing ache that the uprising makes. Boot prints stamped permanently on the courthouse steps. We chant the slogans that the weary community accepts. But back in the bunker I shed an unexpected tear, missing the peaceful existence we had last year. The armor I wear is becoming incredibly dense. I am a weary soldier acting purely on defense. They call me an anarchist, a vandal of the worst degree, but they ignore the systemic oppression that I see. I smear my eyeliner crying in the bathroom stall before I go back out to answer the insurgent call. I drink black coffee to swallow the lump in my throat, adding another angry patch to my ragged coat. Defiance carries a remarkably exhausting toll, chipping away at the edges of the activist soul. We raise our clenched fists to challenge the mighty throne, but internally we weep, feeling desperately alone. Rebel sorrow, the tragic cost of the fight, weeping for the martyrs who vanished into the night. A revolutionary anthem sung with a cracking voice, bearing the burden of our confrontational choice. The barricades are burning, the revolution is awake, but oh, the agonizing ache that the uprising makes. Grief and rebellion dancing a complicated waltz, highlighting every one of the empire's glaring faults. We cannot surrender, we absolutely must persist, even if the sadness stubbornly clenches our wrist. Hold the front line. he makes, the struggle continues. With heavy hearts, rebel sorrow, until victory is won. Navigating pitch dark corridors without a single guiding lamp. The cobblestones are slippery, inexplicably cold and damp. I wear an oversized trench coat, collar flipped above my ear, dodging unseen silhouettes that mysteriously disappear. My boots make zero sound upon the charcoal-covered street, moving like a phantom, making an invisible retreat.
A massive power outage swallowed the entire neighborhood whole, plunging the architecture into a color resembling coal. We light the kerosene wicks to cast a very feeble glow, watching the obsidian shadow stretch tremendously low. The underworld conducts its business in the absence of the light, relying on the absolute obscurity of the moonless night. Embracing the total void, slipping through the unseen crack, finding comfort in the depths of the undeniable pitch black, where secrets are exchanged without a single witness around. And the deepest conspiracies remain eternally unfound. Trench town black, a canvas painted in pure ink, a dangerous environment where you barely have time to think. Swallowing the vibrant colors, leaving only the severe stark. A remarkably beautiful, a terrifying journey through the dark. The midnight alley sing. The contraband is loaded under the cover of the total gloom, operating silently inside a window-lit subterranean room. We use a calling knock to enter the heavily fortified gate, knowing that a single mistake will seal our dreadful fate. The suit covers our faces, a brilliant natural disguise. Only the glowing embers reflect inside our cautious eyes. Applying heavy coal eyeliner to blend into the scenery, surrounded by the rusted metal of the abandoned machinery. I carry a classified envelope tucked beneath my hidden belt, experiencing the highest adrenaline that I have ever felt. The police searchlights sweep across the brick wall in vain, missing me completely as I stand firmly in the dark domain. Embracing the total void, slipping through the unseen crack, finding comfort in the depths of the undeniable pitch black, where secrets are exchanged without a single witness around. And the deepest conspiracies remain eternally unfound. Trench town black, canvas painted in pure ink, a dangerous environment
shadows, steps of light, steps so light, hidden forms out of sight. Trench town black, a canvas painted in pure ink, a dangerous environment where you barely have time to think. Swallowing the vibrant colors, leaving only the severe stark. A remarkably beautiful, terrifying journey through the dark. Oh, trench town black, thicker than a raven's wing. Listening to the somber lullaby that the midnight alley sing. Fading into the alleyway, invisible to all. Trench town black, swallowed by the night. The golden city in the sky, but the heavy iron bolts are refusing to comply. I've got dust on my sandals and a hole inside my spirit. The sound of the choir so loud I can't even hear it. I thought this was a refuge from the Babylonian street, but the marble under my toes is freezing, not sweet.
The elders are weeping by the banks of the holy river,
watching the promised land begin to shake and shiver.
we fought the righteous battles and we sang
The freedom song, but something in the foundation has gone terribly wrong.
The lion is sleeping with the tear tucked in its golden eye,
as the clouds of disappointment gather in the holy sky. When the sanctuary crumbles and the temple walls fall down, we are left wearing a heavy and a very thorny crown, searching for the glory that was promised to the meek, while the mountain of our faith becomes incredibly weak. Zion tears falling like a waterfall of salt, searching for the hidden door inside the sacred vault. The paradise is leaking, the honey has turned to gold, watching the magnificent kingdom begin to slowly stall. Oh, Zion tears wet in the stones of the holy ground, where the peace we were promised is nowhere to be found.
I climbed 1,000 steps just to see the morning sun, but the shadows of the past have already won. The prophets are silent, their scrolls have turned to dust, while the golden shields are covered in a layer of rust. We built this utopia on a dream that couldn't breathe. Now we're just waiting for the command to finally leave.
I'm washing my face in the fountain of eternal youth, but the water tastes like a very bitter and naked truth. The angels are molting, dropping feathers on the floor. I don't think I can believe in this perfection anymore. I'd rather be a sinner in a world that I can touch than a saint in a heaven that demands inside the sacred vault. The paradise is leaking, the honey has turned to gold, watching the magnificent kingdom begin to slowly stall. Oh, Zion tears wept in the stones of the holy ground, where the peace we were promised is nowhere to be found. Oh, cry for the city, weep for the holy dream. Nothing is as perfect as it would originally seem. The gates are swinging open, but the garden is completely bare. Just a hollow echo floating in the sanctified air. Let the rain fall, let the temple burn. Holy water, holy pain, nothing left to gain. Zion tears falling like a waterfall of salt, searching for the hidden door inside the sacred vault. The paradise is leaking, the honey has turned to gold, watching the magnificent kingdom begin to slowly start. Oh, Zion tears wept in the stones of the holy ground, where the peace we were promised is nowhere to be found. Standing at the gates of the golden city in the sky, but the heavy iron bolts are refusing to comply. I've got dust on my sandals and a hole inside my spirit. The sound of the choir is so loud I can't even hear it. I thought this was the refuge from the Babylonian street, but the marble under my toes is freezing not sweet. The elders are weeping by the banks of the holy river, watching the promised land begin to shake and shiver. We fought the righteous battles and we sang the freedom song, but something in the foundation has gone terribly wrong. The lion is sleeping with a tear tucked in his golden eye, as the clouds of disappointment gather in the holy sky. When the sanctuary crumbles and the temple walls fall down, we are left wearing the heavy and the very thorny crown, searching for the glory that was promised to. I'm standing at the altar of my own messy past, knowing that the reckoning has arrived at very last. I got a bottle of the vintage made from regret and lime, trying to wash away the stains of a very heavy crime. I'm pouring out a glass for the girl I used to be, hoping that the liquid will finally set me free. I walked through the fire and I've crawled through the mud, with the taste of a bitter ancient iron in my blood. But I found a vineyard on the outskirts of the town, where they turn the heavy crosses into a royal crown. I'm drinking to the future and I'm drinking to the light, shedding all the darkness of a very long night, sipping on the essence of a second final chance.
difficult, the winter was severe, but the clarity of the morning is finally almost here. I'm raising up my goblet to the heavens and the sun, celebrating the battles that were eventually won. I'm wearing a white dress and I'm standing in the rain, feeling the evaporation of a generational pain. The wine is a medicine, the wine is a deep prayer, lifting all the burdens that were impossible to bear. I'm breathing in the ozone and I'm breathing in the grace, ready to look the entire universe right in the face. Sipping on the essence of the second final chance, learning how to perform a brand new kind of dance. The flavor is complex, both sweet and very tart, healing all the fractures in a fragmented heart. Redemption wine, fermented in the barrels of the soul, making the shattered pieces finally feel like a whole. It's a spiritual, intoxicating, a holy kind of buzz, forgetting every single thing that we ever truly was. Oh, redemption wine, flowing from a sacred ancient vine, watching the stars and the destiny perfectly aligned. Drink it deeply, let the spirit finally rise, wipe the clouds of the history from your liberated eyes. There is no more judgment, there is no more heavy debt, only the beautiful things that haven't even happened yet. Drink the freedom, freedom, feel the light, freedom. Drink the wine, feel so fine. Grace is here, no more fear. Redemption wine, fermented in the barrels of the soul, making the shattered pieces finally feel like a whole. It's a spiritual, intoxicating, a holy kind of buzz, forgetting every single thing that we ever truly was. Oh, redemption wine, flowing from a sacred ancient vine, watching the stars and the destiny perfectly aligned. The bottle is finished, the soul is clean. Redemption wine, peace at last. I'm wearing a cheap fur coat in a very expensive bar, thinking about how we traveled remarkably, painfully far, from the tenement windows to the neon lit bright street, trying to find a victory in the middle of a dark defeat. The gin is warm and the room is incredibly, violently loud. I'm searching for a diamond in this ragged, dusty crowd. The concrete is hard, but the spirit is remarkably soft, sending our prayers and our smoke into the heavens aloft. We are kings in the alley, we are queens in the gutter line, drinking from a bottle of a very fermented bitter wine. The architecture is crumbling, the paint is peeling away, but we are dressing for the gala of a revolutionary day. It's a sophisticated struggle, a high fashion kind of pain, walking like a royal through the freezing city rain. We are weaving a tapestry out of the hunger and the grit, refusing to let the candle of our dignity be unlit. Ghetto velvet, smooth but incredibly dangerously tough,
nothing left to win and absolutely everything to lose. Oh, ghetto velvet draped across the shoulders of the poor, waiting for the opening of the golden heavy door.
The sirens are a symphony playing for the broken heart, while the system tries to tear the community apart. I'm standing on the corner with the fedora tipped to the side, hiding all the secrets that the history tried to hide. We are the architects of a beauty that the masters can't buy, building a new Jerusalem underneath the smoggy sky. I've got a string of pearls that I bought for a single pound, picking up the pieces that I found upon the dirty ground. I'm a jazz singer performing in a basement, smoky and dim, singing a very soulful and a very revolutionary hymn. My voice is a weapon wrapped in a soft and purple glove, telling the story of a very resilient ghetto kind of love. It's a sophisticated struggle, a high fashion kind of pain, walking like a royal through the freezing city rain. We are weaving a tapestry out of the hunger and the grit, refusing to let the candle of our dignity be unlit. Ghetto velvet, smooth but incredibly dangerously tough, surviving in a world that is fundamentally violently rough. It's a luxurious sorrow, a classic kind of spiritual blues, with nothing left to win and absolutely everything to lose. Oh, ghetto velvet draped across the shoulders of the poor, waiting for the opening of the golden heavy door. Burn the rags, put on the finery of the soul. We have taken back the power and the ultimate control. The gutter is the stage, the sidewalk is a red carpet walk. Listen to the wisdom in the way the street corner prophets talk. Look at the shine, feel the texture, soft to the touch, hard to the core. Ghetto royalty forevermore. Ghetto velvet, smooth but incredibly dangerously tough, surviving in a world that is fundamentally violently rough. It's a luxury sorrow, a classic kind of spiritual blues, with nothing left to win and absolutely everything to lose. Oh, ghetto velvet draped across the shoulders of the poor, waiting for the opening of the golden heavy door. Walking tall, draped in grace. Ghetto velvet, the city is ours. Carved out of a stone, sitting on a cold and a very solitary throne. I'm pouring in my dreams, but they leak out through the cracks, leaving nothing behind but some very dusty tracks. The ceremony is over and the congregation is gone. I'm just a lonely priestess waiting for the break of dawn. We gathered at the river to fill the sacred cup, but the water was so bitter that we couldn't drink it up. We'd been chasing the ritual, but we lost the holy light, wandering in the middle of a spiritual midnight. The wood is dry and rotten and the metal is full of rust. A mountain of a promise has crumbled into dust. Looking for the substance, but only finding the shell, trapped inside the ringing of a very cracked bell. The echo is a ghost and the echo is alive, floating like a vulture in the center of the sky. Hollow chalice, ringing with the very lonely sound, lying abandoned on the dry and thirsty ground. It's ritual of nothing, a ceremony of despair, drinking the cold and the very empty air. Oh, hollow chalice, gold on the outside, dark within, a beautiful container for a very heavy sin. The prophet spoke of fullness, the prophet spoke of rain, but all we ever gathered was a harvest of deep pain. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at the glass, watching the parade of the empty faces pass. We built a sanctuary out of cardboard and a string, waiting for the salvation that the morning was to bring. I've got a jazz melody stuck inside my thirsty throat, sailing through the darkness on a very hollow boat. I'm trying to find a feeling that is actually quite real, instead of this metallic and this artificial feel. I break the silver cup and I throw away the key and find a brand new way to be eventually free. Looking for the substance, but only finding the shell, trapped inside the ringing of a very cracked bell. The echo is a ghost and the echo is alive, floating like a vulture in the center of the sky. Hollow chalice, ringing with a very lonely sound, lying abandoned on the dry and thirsty ground. It's a ritual of nothing, a ceremony of despair, drinking the cold and the very empty air. Oh, hollow chalice, gold on the outside, dark within, a beautiful container for a very heavy sin. Smash the vessel, let the emptiness out, eradicate the vanity and eradicate the doubt. You cannot drink the glory from a cup that has no soul. You cannot find the peace when you've lost the total control. Empty it out, let it break. Nothing inside, nowhere to hide. Hollow chalice, ringing with a very lonely sound, lying abandoned in the dry and thirsty ground. It's a ritual of nothing, a ceremony of despair, drinking the cold and the very empty air. Oh, hollow chalice, gold on the outside, dark within, a beautiful container for a very heavy sin. Just a piece of metal lying in the dirt, hollow chalice, thirsty forever. I'm walking through the ruins of a city made of clay, watching all the monuments begin to simply blow away. I've got a handful of ashes and a mind full of the past, knowing that the first shall eventually be the last. My
dress is gray, and my spirit is a very dry well, telling the stories that the history has forgotten to tell.
The ancestors are dancing in the middle of the sand, reclaiming the territory of this very holy, quiet land. We are made of the earth, and we are going back to the floor without ever making a sound against the heavy wooden door. The glory is a vapor, the glory is a desert haze, lost inside the labyrinth of the ancient and the golden days. No more marble, no more iron, and no more steel, just the weight of the universe that we finally begin to feel. The clock is a ghost, and the clock is a broken wheel, caught within a cycle that is remarkably and violently real. Sacred dust rolling through the center of the town, watching every skyscraper begin to slowly tumble down. It's an elemental sorrow, a Reggae kind of birthday blues, with a solid reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, sacred dust covering the shoulders and the head, connecting the living to the spirits of the long since dead. The lion is a statue made of sandstone and a dream, flowing through the history like a very slow and dusty stream. We don't need the towers, and we don't need the hollow pride, when there's nowhere for the arrogance to actually hide. I'm kneeling in the dirt, and I'm kneeling in the truth, reclaiming the wisdom of my very bitter and dusty youth. I'm singing a jazz anthem to a valley of the bones, while the wind is playing a melody on the jagged desert stones. My voice is a whisper that is traveling across the plain, looking for the arrival of the final and the holy rain. I'll find my own eternity in the middle of the grain, before I succumb to the weight of the physical and heavy chain. No more marble, no more iron, and no more steel, just the weight of the universe that we finally begin to feel. The clock is a ghost, and the clock is a broken wheel, caught within a cycle that is remarkably and violently real. Oh, sacred dust blowing through the center of the town, watching every skyscraper begin to slowly tumble down. It's an elemental sorrow, a rhythmic kind of earthy blues, with a solid reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, sacred dust covering the shoulders and the head, connecting the living to the spirits of the long since dead. Let the wind blow, let the structures fall apart. There is no use in fighting with a very dry and dusty heart. The spirit is the air, the spirit is the holy light that survives the arrival of the permanent and heavy night. Turn to dust, return to soul. Blowing, 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 back to earth. Flowing, death to birth, death to birth. Oh, sacred dust blowing through the center of the town, watching every skyscraper begin to slowly tumble down. It's an elemental sorrow, a rhythmic kind of earthy blues, with a solid reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, sacred dust covering the shoulders and the head, connecting the living to the spirits of the long since dead. Nothing but sand in the hand.
just to feel incredibly alive, watching the destructive temperature forcefully arrive. My internal thermometer is shattering the absolute limit, igniting every single boundary and stepping boldly past it. The friction in my veins is creating a dangerous spark, lighting up the terrifying corners of the absolute dark.
Stalking the righteous cause inside the belly of the beast, preparing a magnificent fiery revolutionary feast. The oppressor tries to douse the flames with freezing rain, but combustion is the only remedy for this immense pain. I am a walking inferno, a pyre of undeniable truth, incinerating the wicked deceptions of my stolen youth. Oxygen feeds the anger, making the perimeter expand, leaving the massive scorch mark across the corrupted land. The ashes are flying upward, choking the polluted air, a spectacular manifestation of our ultimate despair. A burning soul, blazing with an uncontrollable heat, leaving a trail of melted asphalt on the avenue street. A glorious wildfire consuming the deceptive facade, driven by the vengeance of a deeply furious God. Oh, burning soul, glowing with the bright violet red, incinerating the nightmares trapped inside my head. Forging my unbreakable resilience inside, the heart is killed, refusing to swallow another suffocating numbing pill. The sweat is evaporating rapidly off my scorching brow. There is no opportunity for peaceful negotiations. Now I radiate a thermal energy that melts the iron cage, channeling my spiritual awakening into an active rage. My favorite silk dress is catching on the spreading fire, elevating my dangerous obsession completely higher. I am the arsonist of my own catastrophic, tragic demise, staring into the mirror with terrifying, glowing eyes. The smoke alarms are screaming, detecting the anomaly, but I welcome this catastrophic fiery autonomy. Oxygen feeds the anger, making the perimeter expand, leaving a massive scorch mark across the corrupted land. The ashes are flying upward, choking the polluted air, a spectacular
tide is carrying my letters to a ghost in the deep, while the tropical sun is falling fast and heavy asleep. I'm wearing a black sarong and a necklace made of bone, walking the shoreline of a territory I've never known. The salt is stinging my cheeks like 1,000 tiny needles, watching the crabs crawl through the ruins of my cathedrals.
The palm trees are bowing their heads in a silent prayer as the scent of the funeral pyre fills up the humid air. We lost a brother to the waves and a sister to the wind. Now we're just counting the places where the spirit has sinned. The reef is a jagged teeth, the reef is a limestone grave, taking back every single ounce of the courage that we gave. From the mountain to the harbor, there's a heavy blue sigh underneath the canvas of a very stormy tropical sky. The paradise is leaking, the paradise is turning gray, as we watch the last of the vibrant colors fade away. Island morning, weeping on the white and salty sand, for the people and the dreams of this beautiful lonely land. It's a coastal depression, a written kind of oceanic blues, with a peaceful reputation that you're destined to lose. Oh, island morning, pouring out a glass for the dead gone, while the moon is turning into a very dark and violent red. The drum is a funeral march, the drum is a heavy heart, watching the community slowly and painfully fall apart. We don't need the tourist and we don't need the hollow fun, when the work of the morning has only just begun. I'm carving a name into the bark of a cedar tree to keep the memory alive for the rest of eternity. I'm singing a jazz dirge to the rhythm of the crashing surf, while I'm standing on a patch of very cold and thirsty turf. My voice is a seagull's cry, my voice is a lonely bell, telling the story that the living are terrified to tell. I'll find my own peace in the middle of the coral reef before I succumb to the weight of this monumental grief. From the mountain to the harbor, there's a heavy blue sigh underneath the canvas of a very stormy tropical sky. The paradise is leaking, the paradise is turning gray, as we watch the last of the vibrant colors fade away. Island morning, weeping on the white and salty sand, for the people
gray stone, immune to any romance, refusing to participate in the affectionate dance. You bought me carnations, I threw them in the trash bin. I wear a thick armor over my impenetrable skin. Cupid shot an arrow, but it shattered on my chest. I am a monolithic statue, completely unimpressed.
The urban architecture froze my circulating blood. Emotions are buried under tons of hardened mud. Walking the rigid sidewalks with a mesmerizing stare, passing by the tragedies without a single care.
Cement mixers poured apathy straight into my veins. I am entirely unaffected by the torrential rains. Petrified anatomy, solid as a monument, lacking any capacity for tender sentiment. The metropolis taught us how to be brutally tough, deciding that emotional vulnerability is just fluff. Concrete heart beating with the gravel sound, heavily anchored to the unforgiving ground. Chisel away, but you will never make a dent. My feelings are encased in unyielding cement. No sympathy, no pity, absolutely no remorse. Statuesque figure riding an iron horse.
They try to offer war, try to thaw the frozen core, but I lock the reinforced impenetrable steel door. I operate on logic, mechanics, and strict routine, functioning perfectly like a well-oiled machine. The skyline is jagged, mirroring my inner state, a formidable fortress that nobody can infiltrate. I used to be fragile, made of delicate spun glass, until the ruthless lover shattered me unmasked. So I gathered the debris and mixed it with the grout, building an enclosure to keep the intruders out. Now my facial expressions are totally paralyzed, my entire persona is brutally galvanized. Petrified anatomy, solid as a monument, lacking any capacity for tender sentiment. The metropolis taught us how to be brutally tough, deciding that emotional vulnerability is just tough. Concrete heart beating with the gravel sound, heavily anchored to the unforgiving ground. Chisel away, but you will never make a dent. My feelings are encased in unyielding cement. No sympathy, no pity, absolutely no remorse. A statuesque figure riding an iron horse. Strike it with a hammer, hit it with a heavy slam, pushing my endurance right up to the ultimate edge. You cannot extract a single drop of liquid empathy from a structure designed for permanent apathy. Solidified, impassive, unbreakable. Rock solid, emotion void, love rejected, paint destroyed. Concrete heart beating with the gravel sound, heavily anchored to the unforgiving ground. Chisel away, but you will never make a dent. My feelings are encased in unyielding cement. No sympathy, no pity, absolutely no remorse. A statuesque figure riding an iron horse. Cold and firm, standing tall. Concrete heart, never going to fall.
the sheets, shaking off the pen and doom. Nurses checking vitals with a very clinical face, trapped inside this terrifying, unfamiliar place. I miss the dizzy feeling and the venom in my vein, learning how to function without chemical propane.
Withdrawal is a monster clawing fiercely at the door, pacing back and forth across the cold linoleum floor, drinking herbal tea to calm the terrors in the night, fighting in the demons in a solitary fight.
The doctors gave me pills to keep the tremors at bay, but I need a natural vibration to guide my righteous way. Detoxing the spirit, sweating out the toxic past, building a foundation that is finally meant to last, replacing the addiction with a deeply grounding beat, standing up securely on our own two sober feet. Rehab rhythm, step into a healthier drum, waking from the stupor where we used to be so numb, kicking out the habits that completely tore us down. Rehab rhythm, wearing a recovery crown, no more poison bottles, no more powders in the nose, only pure survival where the healing music flows.
Sitting in the circle, listening to the traumatic tales, hearing how the system of temptation always fails. We meditate in silence to align a broken spine, refusing to drink from the devil's wicked vine. My pulse is growing steady, my vision getting clear, eradicating every single ounce of lingering fear.
Sipping lukewarm coffee from a flimsy paper cup, telling all the group how I massively messed up, but every single confession removes a heavy stone, realizing gladly that I'm never quite alone. I trade my deadly poison for a microphone and stage, writing a new chapter on a completely spotless page. Detoxing the spirit, sweating out the toxic past, building a foundation that is finally meant to last, replacing the addiction with a deeply grounding beat, standing up securely on our own two sober feet. Rehab rhythm, step into a healthier drum, waking from the stupor where we used to be so numb, kicking out the habits that completely tore us down. Rehab rhythm, wearing a recovery crown, no more poison bottles, no more powders in the nose, only pure survival where the healing music flows.
Break the awful cycle,
Crush the nasty needle tip,
bite down on your tongue,
firmly bite your shaking lip.
the clinic doors are opening,
The sun is shining bright,
we step into the morning.
walking towards the light. Stay strong, keep the tempo. Keep the tempo. Pulse is steady, getting ready. Mind is waking, no more shaking. Pulse is steady, getting ready. Mind is waking, no more shaking. Rehab rhythm, step into a healthier drum, waking from the stupor where we used to be so numb, kicking